exactly what I wanted. Flaky, light, full of berry flavor. This is so good. High quality bacon. I am back in Canada, that's right. I'm in Peterborough and the Kawarthas. Now, this is a region in Ontario that is famous for cottage country and one of the most beautiful places in Canada. Tens of thousands of people come here every summer to go to the provincial parks, to go canoeing, to go cycling. This is a hot spot. In the fall, it's beautiful with the fall colors, and I'm here in the dead of winter, right as a snowstorm begins. But that's because this year, the trend is all about traveling off season. And so, if you are into food and drink, this is the place to come. It's famous for it. So now in the winter, I don't need a reservation. I've got local tips and I'm gonna share them with you. Over the next 48 hours, I'm going to share the best Peterborough restaurants that you can eat, drink, and there will be no crowds. I haven't even eaten anything here. I'm walking to breakfast, although I think now it's more lunch or brunch because I've taken so long just walking around. But if you come from a place that has snow, you know there's this moment where everything is white and it's beautiful and it doesn't last forever. Now, one of the benefits of visiting a city when there's a storm is that you can get into the most popular places and you don't have to wait. I'm at Sam's Place, which everyone I know from Peterborough recommended. They recommended it on Reddit, on Facebook. Everyone loves it here. I think it's been around for a while, and there's actually a wienery next door. But I thought I would have some space for that, but I don't think that's gonna happen because look at what I ordered here. This is the Pioneer sandwich. Now, they have a lot of different sandwiches here, and I've actually heard the Vegetarian Boyfriend is one of the best. It is house brined smoked organic tofu on marble rye with secret sauce, red onion, Gouda. It sounds amazing. But when my server told me that his favorite was the Pioneer, which had turkey and then also Swiss horseradish mayo. I feel like horseradish on a cold day like this, you kind of need it. So that is what I ordered. But this place is the real deal. It's like if you want a really good deli sandwich, and they even have this little Q&A thing here for you. So if you want to know the difference between pastrami, smoked meat, corned beef, if you want to know, is this real turkey in my sandwich? Yes, it is, and they explain it here. And then a lot of things like borscht, what is the summer salad? Do you have meats that are not cured, which is important for some people? They answer all those questions. I had no idea it would be like this. I think that's why it's so popular here. All right, can I do this without spilling half of it on me? I don't know, it's already dripping. Got a horseradish. It's exactly what I wanted. I can see why this place is so popular because they just made boring turkey so exciting. Now, I had actually hoped for this snow. I was telling everyone when I arrived, I hope the snow comes tomorrow. And that's because Canada, at least in the Maritimes and Peterborough and the Kawarthas, has been pretty green over winter. That sounds great for driving, but it's not so good if you want to go snowshoeing, you want to go skiing, you want to do some winter hiking in the provincial parks. And so this snow is welcomed. It's much more beautiful. I hope I can show you the beauty of Peterborough and the Kawarthas once a little bit of snow has come down. Now, as we talk about the name Peterborough, who it was named after, that was not its original name. This land was not discovered. People were already here. And so I'm hoping later on today, there is a t-shirt shop owned by a local Indigenous entrepreneur. And I'm hoping that he can pronounce the name of this region for me because I keep looking at it, but I know I'm getting it wrong, so I don't want to make a mistake. But also, I'd love to share with you the store. Even though it's not food, what he's doing is really cool. Something very interesting about Peterborough is that Quaker Oats has a factory here. So some days of the year, it actually smells like cinnamon and brown sugar, but also it's been around for generations. It's a source of local pride. A lot of people work here, but also they give back. And one of the coolest things they do is there is an outside refrigerated rink right in the middle of the city with a Zamboni, which is great because the ice needs to be cleared right now. So on those days that you can't get on the river, you can't get on the lakes, you can come skate here, and that's what people are doing. I've never seen like a rink this small outside have its own Zamboni. It's pretty cool. And also, oh, it's just so nice. So I did hear there's a runner's store, I'll put the name below, where you can rent skates. So if you're not local but you want to check this out, which I kind of feel like I want to do, I don't know if I have time, but if you want to, you can come here. Now, planning this visit, I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I did have one business that I was most interested in, and it's this spot, Dreams of Beans. Now, it has been an established cafe, but recently came under a new owner. That new owner wanted to turn the business into a social enterprise and pay staff a living wage, $25 an hour. Not only is he doing that, but during Christmas, he gave staff not only the week off, but paid week off. And they're doing so many fascinating things. There is no tipping here. It's just one price. He said that people feel a little bit uncomfortable with that, so they started this program that if people felt compelled to leave a tip, that they would put it into a pool, and that goes to anyone who comes into the cafe. If they cannot afford a coffee or something to eat, there's money to give it to them. And you might think, yeah, but how much does everything cost? I got this gingerbread latte and this mixed berry strudel with cream cheese, and it was $9. $5 for the strudel, $4 for the latte. This is one of the shops that I wanted to feature. It's in this tiny part of a building. The shop is apparently famously small. Right now it's a t-shirt shop, and it's supposed to be really cool. Unfortunately, it's closed. Anyway, if you get here, go here. It's owned by a local indigenous entrepreneur, and he's doing some really cool things. But I just wish he was open. And also, this right here is how wide the store is. It's famous around here, and it's actually launched a lot of successful businesses that have started here, and then they move on to something bigger. And just like that, it's dinner time. The day really got away from me, but I had such a good time. Locals here really know how to embrace winter. Everyone on the street was saying, hey, beautiful weather, or what a day. And that's the difference between just surviving and actually thriving in winter. You have to embrace all of it. So today was really fun. Now, on this trip, I have 2 pubs planned. Very different, but there are so many pubs in Peterborough and the Kawarthas, and that's because it's a university town with Trent, and then also it's cottage country. So it was hard to pick, but I think I picked 2 that are different, and both are very interesting. So let's go check out the first one. It may be a snowy Canadian night, but we have crossed the ocean. We are now in Belgium, and that's because we're at St. Veronis Tap Room and Cafe. And guys, we are at a Belgian food mecca here. So it is a spot where you can get lots of traditional Belgian food, and then also a lot of beer that you can't find anywhere else. They have given us PEI mussels, which are the best in the world from Prince Edward Island. I am a faithful Atlantic Canadian. They serve them 3 different traditional Belgian styles on the menu. So tonight it is carrot, ginger, lime, which sounded so interesting with coconut. And so I asked them if they could pair it, and they did with a Belgian beer, La Chouffe. Guys, You cannot beat mussels and fries. I don't think I've had them since the last time I was in PEI. I started to eat some of them and then I thought, oh wait, I forgot to tell everybody about this. But, spoiler alert, they are buttery, they are soft, they are delicious. Oh, they're so good. Then you've got these great fries, so good, with mayo. I think the only thing that's better than fries with mayo is fries, mayo, and ketchup mixed together. That's my favorite. I love it. This is the perfect winter meal. Now, it's not busy here at all because, well, there was a storm today, so it scared everybody away, but it's perfect for me. I have this place to enjoy, and I really am enjoying. This place is fantastic. Right now, I think I'm walking on the Trans-Canada Trail and heading across the river to an iconic breakfast spot that a lot of people told me I had to go to and to get the breakfast special. I think Peterborough is a very popular city to live in for quality of living. As you can see, even though it's winter, so many trees, green spaces, nice people, good food. You're right on the river, close to nature, close to good producers. If I had to live in Canada, this would be a good place to live. People are so nice. I feel like they're very much like Maritimers, very humble, very welcoming. Now, because of the weather, I'm not going to get around to the Kawarthas. There's so much to see here, but I was able to walk over to East City, right across the river, and there's an iconic breakfast spot that I think is coming up somewhere here that I really wanted to check out because, you know, brunch is so nice, but also I love like old school diners. Oh, okay, I say it's an old school diner, but this actually looks very nice. Look at this. So this is East City Coffee Shop. And I do think it's old school diner, but I don't know how old it is. I made it to East City Coffee Shop and this place is packed. I thought I would come here after the breakfast rush, but lots of people are coming in. It is packed. I got the last booth, very, very lucky. People here are so nice. But I should mention first up, it's cash only, so you need to come here prepared. Now, everyone told me, even though there are lots of really great things on the menu, my first time I have to try the breakfast special. It looks so good. You get 2 eggs your way. You can have bacon, ham, or sausage, but you know I got bacon because my website is Bacon is Magic. And then different kinds of potato, but apparently there's only one choice here, and that is the fried potatoes. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. Because they're delicious. I don't know what's in them though, but they are great. They're salty, they've got some seasoning. They might be cooked in some meat fat, I don't know. And then it's not just your choice of white or whole wheat, you also get your choice of marble. So marble rye, can't go wrong with that. This is $11.95. But the real test is this bacon good? It looks good, not too crispy. I hate crispy bacon. High quality bacon. I don't know what they're using. Obviously something local. You can tell it's really good, not the grocery store stuff. First bites. Day 2 in Peterborough on the Kawarthas. Amazing. I love this place. All right, that was an amazing start to the day. The people eating there were so hilarious, so friendly. They said, do you need some people in your video? And then at the end, I could only eat half the meal because I knew I've got to eat more today. But they said, oh no, is there something wrong with your meal? Did we do something? Can we give you some to take away? But I've got more to eat, so I couldn't take it away. But let me tell you, that bacon, the potatoes, the whole thing is amazing. Peterborough, great food, great people. This is such a great place. How cute is this shop?
It's called plant goals. Plants are the only reason why I would want to have a house.
Is there anything more comforting than great hot soup on a wintry day? We are at Soupçon. And I'm so happy to be here because so many places, they open up fancy restaurants with all of these different things. But really, I think one of the most underrated things is good sandwich, good soup. I have plans to have a good sandwich, hopefully, later. But first up, we're having this soup and it looks so good. Soupçon is a family-run restaurant. I believe the husband is from Toronto and the wife is from Mexico City. And so, well, Mexico City, you know the food is gonna be fantastic. They have hundreds of family recipes, and then every day on Facebook, they post more than a handful that you can choose from. Now this is just a small little spot on Charlotte Street, but lots of people come every day for takeout. I came right at 11 when it opened because I wanted to get a table, and I did right by the window, which is so steamy because the hot soup. And they also make two kinds of bread. They make a baguette, and then they make this beer bread that they said, if you've never been here, you have to have it because that is the favorite. It feels very, very hearty. And it's just right out of the oven. It's so good. There were so many soups on the menu today that looked really good, but I had to go for the chicken and cabbage with chipotle, sour cream, and cheese. It looks so, so good. Definitely hot. You know a place is good when they make a good cabbage soup. And then some of this beer bread in the chipotle. I can see why this is such a local favorite. This is fantastic. Definitely a must visit in Peterborough.
Soupçon lives up to the hype. I know why locals love it. It was awesome. So many people coming in and out to get homemade soup, such a generous portion, and homemade bread for under $10. Amazing. I'm bringing some home with me. I don't know when I'm going to eat it, but I definitely want to eat it because this was so good. I really wish there were more restaurants like this. Just simple places that recognize just great soup, great bread is all you need. Oh, so good. But now, on to the next place. I am so disappointed with myself. I went to Black Honey Cafe, which is fantastic, so cute. They've got lots of great drinks, and then also so many different pastries if you're vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free. Basically, they've got something for everyone along with savory food. It was great. And then I wanted to catch two dinners tonight. The first one was going to be at Revelstoke, which is a vegan spot that lots of meat eaters said, I do eat meat, but it was great. And then also vegan said, yes, that's great. But it closes at 4. I tried to go there yesterday for breakfast and it was closed for maintenance. And then today, I didn't realize on Wednesdays they close at 4. But I'm heading now to my last bite, the last restaurant in Peterborough. And I think it's a good spot as the last one. And I feel like I'm going to be able to get something without meat there. So in tribute to Revelstoke, I will go plant-based tonight. But I feel like I missed out on a really great meal there. It's disappointing, but I guess a reason to come back.
Now you might not think that ending a food tour in Peterborough at a pub is very exciting, but I have learned that this city does everything differently, and Publican is no different. This place is so nice. First impressions are great staff, really interesting menu. They have some regular pub food, some interesting things, and then also if you look on Instagram, they have really interesting specials like bone marrow, some veggies, but I decided to get the KFC Kawartha fried cauliflower, and they told me it's fried just like KFC chicken. I also got the pet, and proceeds go to support the local Peterborough Humane Society. I just think Peterborough is the kind of place where you go and the community really seems to care. Every restaurant seems to have some kind of program going on, and it's no different here. This is a great little spot. I wasn't sure what I would think, but from start to finish, Peterborough has just been so surprising. People are so humble, not pretentious, just open, friendly. And the food here has been awesome. I would love to come back here, and that's because this region also has its own butter tart trail, and I didn't have a chance to eat a butter tart. Butter tart, a beer route. There's just so much to get outside the city and into the Kawarthas. This would be, I think, a really good maybe fall visit. I mean, I already know it's a spectacular summer visit, but fall colors, this could be really nice. All right. It says Kawartha fried chicken. Does it compare to KFC? This dipping sauce is fantastic. Cauliflower is pretty hot, but I have to say, this is tasty. It doesn't taste like chicken, but the spicy exterior makes me not miss chicken. I'm glad I got this. I should mention, behind me, they also have a wood-fired oven. It is pumping, it looks so hot. They also do fantastic pizzas. I think this is a really kind of interesting place to come. Not your standard pub for sure, but as I said, nothing in Peterborough is standard.
What an incredible 2 days. Now I know there's so much more to the region. So the next time I go to Peterborough and the Kawarthas, let me know in the comments below what would you like to see. And I'll see you in the next video in a new country. Join my Patreon community for more behind the scenes and exclusive content you won't find elsewhere. You can also find me on Instagram, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All of these things make my day. Thank you so much for your support.